Everybody, welcome to Fight Net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
You're a nobody punk ass weekend disc jockey working on Sundays.
Hi, this is Mia, the Knockout St. John. You're listening to Fight Net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
I'll take your best shot. I'll take your best shot. I'll take your best shot. Here comes the...
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
And lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a 1 hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with Whitey? He's a piece of crap.
With a tear in my eye.
This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history.
It's going to go away without a vaccine.
The United States are best in deaths per 100,000 people.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, Miguel Antonio Barragan. You can follow us all collectively at 3 different media platforms. Pick one. Doesn't matter. You can find Miguel at FightFiendMigs on YouTube and Instagram. You can find Andrew Labouche on Facebook because AOL no longer has his profile. And you can find me on every single profile with links to every show at Lee Honish. Easy squeezy. Everyone go to fightnetradio.com. That's fightnetradio.com. You can find your different broadcasting platforms. Let's get this show underway and let's see when Andrew's coffee kicks in. Last night was the Ultimate Fighting Champion Fight Night. Fight Night 127 or 36 or whatever it was, but we were so hard up for entertainment. Yes, we watched it, which means you will get extraordinary commentary from Andrew about why people shouldn't do MMA and boxing.
Don't get too high on the hopes.
All right. Well, let's start off with the strawweight. Miggs and I'll cover this one.
Thank you.
Crap out of Mackenzie Dern for the beginning of the fight until she makes a crucial mistake of thinking that this could go to the ground, in which case it ends hitting the ground with the daughter of arguably a living legend. Why did they do that? That's like trying to tie up with Ronda Rousey. Why would you do that? Just hit her.
Yeah, exactly. That was the dumbest fucking move. The second the fight went to the ground, I was like, okay, get up. No, she fucking stood there and thought she could defend leg locks, and well, we saw the end result there. Nasty as knee bar.
I was watching with my woman last night, who is also a grappler. New one's a grappler, Andrew.
All right.
And she goes, "Oh, she got lucky." And then she watched it in slow motion, and she goes, "Oh, Cypher's is stupid."
Yeah.
Because it looked like Mackenzie just lucked into the move, but she set the whole thing up. She got back under the leg. I am nerding out on talking grappling, but when she underhook and spun herself back under that leg and had her down with the trip and the sweep, it was all over. All over. My God.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but by the time Cypher started to defend with the the foot on the ass, it was too late. It was already sunken in. She had already arched back. It was too late at that point. She had no other choice but to tap. But it's like on the feet, there were a couple of times where it looked like Cypher. Well, I mean, she was like manhandling her. She was chucking her off, keeping the distance and not being able to let Derns get the clinch. It looks like she chucked her off a couple of times. I'm like, oh shit, okay, all right, this girl has got some fight. And then apparently she didn't have many brains because she decided to keep the fight on the ground. But well, that's what happens.
That is what happens. If you're wondering, Andrew, what happened in the interim in the wrestling match between me and my woman, she won the first fight. I don't know if you really can declare it a win or a loss, but I'll say she won.
The first fight, how many are we talking about here? Is it 2 out of 3 falls?
Time to kill between each fight. You got to do something. She got all furred up and worked up watching people fighting. Got to do something. That takes us to Roosevelt Roberts taking on Brock Weaver. Brock Weaver and Spike Carlisle both in competition of seeing who could be the biggest piece of white trash on the card.
Yes.
But Roosevelt Roberts wins by submission in round number 2. Forgettable lightweight fight. I don't think Roosevelt Roberts is going to the top.
No, really, you don't think his striking is pretty solid? He did a pretty decent job. I mean, he does swing quite a bit, but I mean, he did a pretty good job. He didn't take any punishment. He didn't really take any shots. And then as soon as the fight went to the ground, he pretty much controlled it. He'll get up there. Maybe not the top, but he'll be up there.
That takes us, interim bout between me and the woman. I won by submission, but I don't know submission. So again, keeping it up.
Are you guys timing these fights?
No, not really. But based on the 15 minutes between fight bullshit that they were doing last night, with every extended whatever they could come up with, I could have cooked an entire turkey dinner last night and still been okay by the main event. Billy Quarantillo took on Spike Carlyle. In my opinion, Spike Carlyle won for the biggest piece of white trash last night. Billy Quarantillo wins by decision, and Spike was not happy with that decision. This was a catch weight because, as I recall, am I right, Carlyle didn't make weight, right?
Right. I don't know. Oh, hold on. I think we're talking about the Brock Weaver. I think Brock Weaver didn't make weight. I think Carlyle did.
So these guys just did a catch weight and just did the fight to fill the card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
What do you think of Billy Quarantillo?
I think he lost. I do think he lost. I think the fight got a little bit tighter in the second round, but I still think that Carlyle got the second round. And then Carlyle kind of ran out of gas. He was still going, but he ran out of gas in that third round. And at that point, Billy, I can't pronounce the last name. We'll call him Billy Q. That's what DC was calling him. Billy Q.
Quarantillo.
Quarantillo. Is there an extra I? Quarantillo. No, Quarantillo. Oh, there is.
Quarantillo.
Okay. Quarantillo. He took over in that third round. He did what he needed to do, but it wasn't enough. It definitely was not enough. And then I don't remember if this was the fight or the one before this one, but I want to say it was this one. That one of the refs, one of the judges, had it all 3 rounds for Billy. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know where the hell he came up with that, but no way in hell did Billy win those first 2 rounds. Hell fucking.
This brings up the argument, right? We're about to, all the stories are about boxing starting next month or this month, tomorrow. And this brings up the point of no crowd, okay? And how the scoring is affected by no crowd. That was a Vegas-based event with Vegas-based judges, the same Vegas judges that do boxing. Their scoring is going to be different. It was kind of a running theme when I was talking about it last night. The reality is, without the crowd there, if the crowd was behind Spike because he pushed the fight, it would have changed the scoring, I think, dramatically. And now we're going to start boxing, which is an emotionally based sport, where if the fans get... I can understand why the big hitters don't want to fight without a judge around, unless you're fighting a scrub you can knock out. There's no reason to go into the ring where you think it's going to be close, because you are leaving it into the hands of really a very sterile judging group at this point.
Yeah, that was a bad, that was a shitty ass job. I was me and my pops were watching that. We're like, what the fuck? What? When we heard that first score, we're like, what? 30-27? I don't know how they came up with that, but there's no way, in my opinion, that Billy Q got that win. Carlyle should have got it, but c'est la vie. That's what happens.
Which takes us to our co-main event of the evening, and my favorite, because I love watching fat guys fight, because fat guy MMA is different than Brock Lesnar MMA, let's say.
Oh, yeah.
This was fat guy MMA. And the winner was not the fat guy. So here's a lesson to all of you. Never fuck around with a heavyweight who might look smaller, but he looks more fit. It just seems to be a historical fact within, I don't know, jiu-jitsu, MMA, whatever. It's not true in jiu-jitsu. I take that back. The guys that are really thin, that are heavyweights, that are just bigger, taller, Brock Lesnar sized, they want to fly around and do all the cartwheels and the backflips and all the tricks, and the fat guys ultimately just get on top of them and squish them. Yeah. And in this case, Blagai Ignov, whatever, terrorist. All right, I said it.
Shit. He's from Bulgaria. Are there Bulgarian terrorists? Right.
Whatever he is, he's swarthy. All right, let's just go with swarthy.
All right.
Who was a big guy, took on Augusto Sakai. And if you're wondering, wow, those two words don't go together, you're right. Augusto is a guy from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and Sakai is an Iron Chef. So there you go. There's some deep cup references for this.
Oh man.
Isn't it Augusto? What's his name? The chocolate guy.
Yeah.
Right. I got it right.
Yeah, I can't remember that. I saw it when I was a kid. I don't remember the freaking names.
That's a deep reference, man. I went Willy Wonka reference on this. Well, Sakai won because he's built like a brick shithouse and can do everything, and he kickboxes like a beast, taking, my opinion, a very simple 3-round decision.
Yeah, I mean, it was. There was a couple of times where I thought that Ivanov was going to take over. He started putting a little bit of pressure on him, but no, you can tell that Sakai's height really was like a factor. He just wasn't able to reach him. He threw to the body a couple of times, which is fine, but it looked like I was screaming at the fucking TV for Sakai to continue with the leg kicks. He was throwing some sweet ass leg kicks, and you can tell they were really hurting Ivanov. I can't pronounce it, Ivanov, and yeah, like it pissed me off that he wouldn't go with that. Like, I don't understand where the hell his corner is. Like, is this corner not seeing this from the outside, seeing how much those leg kicks are affecting Ivanov? And no one's saying anything. They're not saying. I mean, maybe they are. I just can't hear them. But like, for the life of me, I couldn't understand why the fucking couldn't continue with those damn leg kicks, because they were hella effective.
Well, and I'd have to imagine Ivanov was actually like a sambo wrestler, some kind of grunty, tree-throwing, swarthy, European dude. Yeah. Why aren't you going in there and getting this dude and getting him on and just grinding this out? You are killing yourself on your feet. Like, you're just getting outworked. And he never did it. He never did it.
No, and I got to say, I do, before we hop over to the main event, I was pleasantly surprised with this fight. I was expecting it to be a lot more boring, honestly, because I'm not a big fan of heavyweights in general. So I was like, all right, this is going to be another fucking snooze fest. But dude, it wasn't bad. It wasn't really that bad. Like, I've seen worse. It really wasn't that bad. I don't think it deserved the co-main event spot by any stretch, but it's here. Anyway, main event.
Yeah, it's sad. I thought you would have put Mackenzie Dern at the co-main event. I mean, you technically have a celebrity still in the grappling world. He's the only one with a name on the card outside of Tyrone Woodley. I mean, everybody who does jiu-jitsu or is a grappler of any kind knows who she is.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. Which takes us to the biggest shocker of the night. No relation to George Burns. That's a deep cut.
Oh, jeez.
Defeats and decisions. Tyrone Woodley after 5 rounds. Well, I guess the tape is out on Tyrone. He's not going to change the way he fights. And he suddenly got old, and the TMZ money's gotten too good. Woodley basically signs the end to his career at the welterweight division.
Yeah, like you can tell, it's not in him anymore. Like he said it before with one of his previous fights. So I think it was with Kamaru Usman, where his body was there, his mind wasn't. But in this one, he says his mind and his body was, and he just wasn't reacting. Like he goes to the same shit where like explode, throw shots. If they don't land, he'll reset. Then he'll be like dormant for a while. Then he'll explode again, and it wasn't working. Like Burns wasn't falling for anything, and you can tell, dude. It's done.
Gilbert Burns is a 4-time world champion at grappling. Like, that eliminates any kind of cool grind Woodley would have had in mind. So you got to stand up, shoot and press all night, and work on wrestling up all night. That's not really his game. His game is, I can do what I want, when I want, how I want. Even against, world-class jiu-jitsu guys, because he's a lot like Cormier in the fact that I don't really care what you know how to do. I know how to get on top of you and ride it.
Yeah, and grind it out, which I did expect was going to happen. Like I thought Woodley was going to like just snooze fest this one. Well, it wasn't the most exciting fight, but regardless, I thought it was going to be on the ground. I thought he was going to be able to take Burns down and just grind out. There's a saying in the fight game, right? That's like, win this one, look good on the next one. Well, he didn't look good on the last one, so I thought, okay, he's going to come in here. He won't give a rat's ass how the fight is or how it goes, or as far as exciting goes, and he was just going to come in here and get the job done. And he didn't even do that. Burns totally fucking took him to school and had an answer for everything fucking Woodley was able to throw at him.
Not only did he have an answer, he took him down and went full jiu-jitsu, which we haven't seen in the cage in a while, and then that cut over the eye.
Oh, that was bad. I was actually a decent cut. Like, I legitimately thought that I was going to continue bleeding more, but the cutman did a pretty good fucking job, because it was a nasty gash.
And kudos to Tyrone, because he got caught in a couple of really sticky situations with a guy who does not let go of stuff like that. and he got out of it. He looked like a guy who had been champion. I don't know if there's room for him at the top, but it was impressive.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. He's on the way out. Like, he might as well just, call it a career, because you can tell, like, the fire is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point of putting him in there like that, knowing that he's just gonna go through, like, show up for the paycheck and go through the motions. Like, no, I don't want to see that shit, especially not in the main event.
He can go full BJ Penn and take some,
Oh shit, and get knocked out on the streets.
Whatever, or lower ESPN cards. Still, he's not quite at bar fights, but he's fairly close. Hey everyone, go to fight. Bro. Yeah, no. Go to fightnetradio.com. Check out our Facebook page, YouTube page, Instagram page. You can listen to us on multiple platforms if you want just audio. If you want the video, Facebook, YouTube, always there. We will now bring Andrew back in the picture, who has now had a substantial amount of coffee and probably back to his full senses. Andrew, how you doing?
Very good. How's it going?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Get going. Let's start off with Virgil Ortiz. Okay, we covered this a couple of weeks ago, which was really interesting, that Adrian Broner wants billions upon billions of dollars for his fighting career. Aaron Garcia is reporting out of BoxingNews24.com, shout out to them, that Virgil Ortiz posted an old photo of him and Adrian Broner on social media site Saturday, asking fans if they would like to see him face the problem. The photo was 6 years old when Broner was a 25-year-old and Ortiz was 16. Okay, before I read any further, let me answer for the fans. No. But hey, I'll read on. Broner has seemed mentally scattered lately. That's an understatement. Talking about wanting to be a rapper, we covered that. And going back to the streets, he already did. He sounds like he's half joking. He's not. Though, wow, this is... would mean somebody wanted to fight him. Ortiz's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya of Golden Boy Promotions, said a match between Broner would be easy dinero. Okay, you're going to need to translate that for Broner. You're going to have to convert easy dinero to 10 million, which means he's probably in favor of putting that fight together. This might not be a good time for the unbeaten 22-year-old welterweight. Knockout artist Ortiz is 15-0 with 15 KOs to be asking his fans if they would like to see him fight Broner, 33-4-1 with 24 KOs. Not only is boxing having been halted, but the 31-year-old Broner insisting that he be paid $10 million by Showtime or Al Heyman for him to resume his professional. It's just so funny. It's still funny. It's a week later. It's still funny. Hasn't given any indications that he is joking about wanting $10 million for his next fight, but he's serious. Then Ortiz has little chance of getting a fight against Broner. He's not going to get that kind of money from Al Heyman and Showtime to come back against anyone. All right, Andrew. Virgil Ortiz, Adrian Broner, Stabone the Broner.
I mean, I agree with what Oscar said. It's a good fight if Broner came back for a reasonable price. $10 million, he's not going to get this fight. So, Ortiz is wishing here. It's a good fight for him. 15-0-15 to get a guy like Adrian Broner right now if he's trying to make the jump to the big leagues. That's a good opponent. But at that price, no, this fight will not get made. It wouldn't even make that on pay-per-view.
And you, Miguel?
Well, I'm not a fan of this fight right off the bat. I think we're done with Broner. We're done giving him too many. We're done giving him high profile, decent payday fights. Like, that's it. Like, that he hasn't won a fight in like fucking 3 years. It's like draw, loss, or some shit. So I mean, I get where Ortiz is coming from. He's on the way up. He needs like a name on his record and somebody who isn't top notch yet, like Broner. I get that, and in that sense, it makes sense. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm so over fucking Broner right now. It's like that.
If you look at where Broner is in the welterweight division, it makes sense for the Ortiz camp. It does not make sense for the Broner camp to take this fight. But for Ortiz, yes, because that is a jump up in competition from where he's been. Broner is a significant name in the welterweight division, even though he hasn't had a lot of success in the last few years. This makes Ortiz more of a household name beating him.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that is the end of that. Turning now to ESPN and our friend Bob Arum. Yes, he's back. And he's back with a vengeance. He's back in black. This by Steve Kim. It's official. With boxing set to resume in the United States in June, Top Rank has put forth an early summer schedule of bouts, the majority of which will take place at the MGM Grand Conference Center, good spot, in Las Vegas and be televised on the ESPN platform. For those of you who've been too drunk when you went to the MGM, that thing out back that looks like a low building next to the pool, as you walk next to it under the bridge to go to the MGM, I'm just quoting my bona fides here. That's called the Conference Center. And for those of you who don't have a job, which would be most of you listening or watching this video, you put on conferences there where you teach people stuff. Lots of space, lovely location. That was just me being shitty. The goal was to start out really, the goal was to start out really good. You know, competitive fights and soup with names. People like that shit. Who have been on ESPN shows before? Bob further went on to point out, this is sensible. It's a sensible way to push ahead. I like that place. They have different catering. Hopefully the fights will be good. Wow, what a fucking bullshit statement that was.
Oh, shit.
I think I'd be thinking, Andrew, let's stop right here before I go on. Andrew, I think I'd be thinking, hopefully those fights be good fights.
Yeah, well, we got to see who the guys are, the names on the roster, the list are, before we can hope they're good fights or not. I think Bob knows what he's dishing up here in the first few months.
You get how crazy that hopefully the fights will be good. Like, that is the worst quote ever.
Yeah, for a promoter, that's not pretty good.
Yeah, for the one putting the fights together, it's like, I hope they turn out to be okay.
You never want any kind of car maker, manufacturer to say, hopefully our product is good.
Hopefully the car doesn't blow up. Hopefully. We rolled it out kind of early. Hopefully it works. Hopefully.
Those brakes might work, and, hopefully they do. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Oh my god!
Have you guys seen that commercial where those people are like, I don't know if it's an insurance commercial, but it's like how are you? Like, I'm doing okay. I'm okay. Like, it's one of those okay things. Some sort of weird. Right? What the fuck is that? I forget. Yeah, what is it? It's like, I'm kind of okay, right? I forget the name of the fucking what commercial it is, like insurance or something.
You get an okay doctor. It's all good. I mean, right? They'll be okay fights. Look, you're not going to have to pay for them. They'll be on ESPN. What are you whining about? They'll be okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what you want. You guys just want it to be okay.
I like when the doctor walks in the room and he goes, "Guess who's got their license back?" Well, sort of.
Yeah, right. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is literally hilarious.
Thanks for that soundbite, Bob.
Wait, it's Bunchy, our new parrot.
Oh.
I admit, I still have to teach him how to talk. But per the request, thank you, Bunchy. Per the request of our executive producer, Sam Navajero, I thought he came up with a name, Andrew. Did he not have a name for the bird already? Like, he wanted me to name the bird something. I liked Bunchy, which is the name of that stupid guy from the Showtime series with the fixer. That was the brother, Bunchy, and he boxed. They all boxed.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm such a dick.
The Irish guys. What is it called?
The Irish guys, who drink too much and do stupid shit. And
I was really into the show until like season 5 or so, and then it just started getting ridiculous.
Wait, I want to get this correct. I got it right. I wanted Bunchy, he wanted Punchy, so it's Punchy the parrot. We officially have Punchy the parrot. I bought a parrot and I'll teach him words. I'll teach him Bob. It'll take time. He's new. He's new. All right. So we gotta be fair to Bunchy, right? He's gonna take time. And since we've been doing this for way too long already, it'll be a little ridiculous. I get that. But I promise we'll get words out of him. Thank you. Punchy. What do you think about the fight?
Whenever he hears the D word, he should say bitch, and whenever he hears the H word, he should say the pimp.
You got that, Punchy? Okay, good bird. Okay, what?
Can we get flashcards from?
Punchy. No. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay. I want to translate for everybody. I think he be thinking, hopefully these be good fights. I'm already speaking bird. I mean, we're halfway there already. I know there will be, but you gotta, Punchy, I know. Bob makes you agitated, buddy. I know, buddy. Come on. Okay. Oh. I know, but I got to do Bob, and everyone likes Bob. Can you work with me, buddy? All right. Can you fly somewhere else and terrorize something else and shit on something else? Okay. No, not the microphone. Not the microphone. Birds are not going to make it to episode 2. I know they will be, but you got to make sure all the proceeds are safe and so forth. What? Oh, procedures. I said it wrong. I said proceeds. I meant money. It really does not like me doing Bob at all. Hopefully, that will be will serve as a template for promoters to put on shows. Hopefully, we have demonstrated to the authorities, the cops or the police or whoever watches this shit when you're in a pandemic. When they're not out stopping looting and rioting on the streets of Las Vegas. Based on these, wow, you really get agitated about Bob, don't you, buddy? Yeah, I know. All right, okay.
Are you sure it's not a bat?
What?
Sounds like
You want me to translate? You want me to translate? Okay. Bob is an idiot, and he's crazy. Thank you, buddy. No, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, buddy. Can you take a break? Take a little break because I got to talk about the fights that are coming up. Okay. Alcohol now. Joshua Greer, it's your fault if the show goes off the rail at this point. I'm just telling you, I'm dosing. Joshua Greer takes on Mike Plania. Okay. This is I think you guys like these fights. Are you kidding me? I didn't even know any of these people were on the ESPN roster at this moment. I mean, the co-main is Giovanni Santanella taking on Antonio DeMarco. Really?
Oh, damn. DeMarco's still fighting? Fuck.
Yeah. Well, that's the first real problem here. The second real problem is anybody paying money to watch Joshua Greer as the main event?
Oh, Andrew? Man. Oh, that's a June 16 card. Fuck. I thought it was on the same card.
No, he's going back to back to back. I mean, give Bob credit, right? Once he starts, he's going the 9th, the 11th, the 16th. Okay, the 18th, Pedraza. All right, I'm okay. Taking on, I know, probably some fucking white dude who's been promised a green card from somewhere in Europe, part of the hashtag MTK roster, in Mikel Lespierre. That doesn't even make sense as a word. And Gabe Flores. All right, I like the Gabe Flores thing. We're into the Gabe Flores thing. Taking on Hosek. Is that really a thing? How many Hoseks? I turn now to our Hispanic correspondent, Miguel Antonio Barragan. Hosek? Is that just a misprint?
I don't know. Actually, that's a good one. I mean, like I've never actually seen Hosek before. I mean, that might be. I've seen Josue, which is like the Spanish translation of Joseph. Or Joshua. I mean, but it's like Hosek. I've actually never seen that. Maybe I don't know. Typo? Shit, I don't know.
I want to hope so. God damn. It's a Steve Kim article, so the odds are really low. Hosek Ruiz taking on Gabe Flores. All right, the Gabe Flores experiment, Andrew, as a Bay guy. We've been watching the Gabe Flores experience. Is he ready for Vegas and primetime TV?
He's ready for prime time, and the opponent seems about right. You don't need to know his name, because if he loses a Gabe at 17-0, you're not going to hear from him again. So fuck Jose Ruiz. This is about Gabe Flores Jr. Yeah, he's ready for TV. He's not ready for the main event or being a champion just yet.
And for those of you wondering if Flores has been on TV, he's made a bunch of cards. You just wouldn't see him. He's a curtain jerker still, unless you go to a card in Fresno or something. I mean, you're just not going to see him.
He started fighting for Top Rank at what, like 17 years of age?
Well,
he was fighting while he was still in high school, I believe. He was already a pro. So he's very, very young. There's no reason to rush him.
June 20th, TV Azteca Studios in Mexico City. Way to go, Bob.
Ooh. All right.
Find places that'll do shows. I hope this looks like cheap-ass wrestling from the 80s. I really do. I really...
Oh, studio wrestling? Dude,
I
they're bringing
really
that back.
want this
They're
to...
bringing that back.
Do you
gotta check it
remember
out.
studio wrestling at all, Andrew?
Oh,
Like the
fucking yeah.
bad cable... Oh, my God, right? Like the USA Wrestling Alliance on ESPN. I want really bad studio wrestling. Like with no gate around the ring. It's just chairs. Right?
Yeah,
And
like
it's
no fucking
Mexico.
like mats on the outside of the ring.
Shout out to Mexico. Here's what I really want. I want smoking in the building. I want a block of ice at the top of the stairs like I'm at the dog track. I want it like I'm down in TJ at the dog track. I want it to be sketchy as shit, right? No metal detectors, just a good time. I'm just saying, if I was
just wing
trying
it.
to... Well, yeah. Oh, if you need any references, go watch, what is it, Nacho Libre? Pick any of those scenes. Any of those will work for this. Emmanuel Navarrete takes on Uriel Lopez.
Uriel? It's Uriel, I believe.
Being educated, right?
All right.
Navarrete is going to defend the 122-pound belt. And if you ask Teddy Atlas, it's still not a real weight division. Let's go right there, Andrew. Navarrete Lopez, Mexico
Stop
City.
at his record. This is one of the fights we were talking about. Look at Lopez's record. Is that real?
13,
Is that 13 and 13? Oh, hell, what the fuck?
Wait, I'm just getting this in my headset. This just in.
You might want to box wreck that one.
Wait, hold on. This just in on my headset. Uriel Lopez will be fighting somebody on the internet shortly after this fight.
and lose, apparently.
Jake Paul will be looking for his next victim after. I actually was going to include that story about Jake Paul videotaping because it was under boxing. Like, wow, he has celebrity fights. That's like me getting cred for, like, at least I got a show on boxing. I mean, you really, and he was videotaping rioting and looting around him, and he was labeled under boxing. So shout out to Jake Paul, who's in a pile of shit and losing his YouTube following as we speak. You might want to look into Uriel Lopez right after June 20th. He'll be looking for a fight. June 23rd, Andrew, did you know you're fighting?
No.
You're taking on Joshua Franco, and apparently you're fighting. Don't tell the weight class. 115. I'd pay money to see that, Andrew. How? I'm gonna be realistic. 150. Let's make it really interesting. Can we cut you to 150?
No, I can only get down to about 170, and then I look like I'm dying. It's happened. Everyone said I looked unhealthy, so yeah,
not even
as
for
far as I can go.
You can go full Adrian Broner here. You can make a number here, like 150. Yeah, probably cardiac arrest. You don't treat your body very well.
Oh my God.
And
you
you
guys,
eat really badly.
Hey, I know you're all of the above is correct. That man's record really is 13 and 13. That is not a type.
I knew I was stalling so that you could do that joke about attention. If you need somebody for a party as either a mariachi or a clown, Uriel Lopez will be available on June 21st and available for bookings.
He's lost his last 3 fights. This is Navarrete's sparring partner they're putting on TV. The guy lost his last 3 fights. He doesn't even deserve this shot. That's bad. That's Chavez Senior cherry picking there. Remember back in the day? Every once in a while he would throw in a pro debut when he had like 50 pro fights already. He just whoop his ass and move on.
The taxi cab drivers.
Yeah. Wow. I was so hoping that was going to be a typo. See, 13-1-6. You can work with that. Yes. Like, all right, he's young, but he's got decent power. 13-6. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe he's an Uber driver.
Listen, both of you dipshits. Let me tell you about Uriah Faber, all right? Let me tell you something about him. He was great in the UFC. He was great in that strike forcing thing. And now he's going to be a star for us.
I believe
Uriah Faber.
I believe on the undercard he'll be holding the spit bucket for one of the fighters.
And most likely sweeping up after everybody leaves the arena.
Jeez almighty. 13-13.
Hold on. I've written more jokes for this.
This is terrible, man. He's only 25 too. When do you tell your guy it's not the profession for him?
Yeah.
13 and 13.
You'll get your big shot. You'll get your big shot.
Andrew, you've been talking about me getting a UFC fighter to box, and now I got Uriah Faber against Navarrete. What are you talking about? This is brilliant. It really pisses off Punchy.
The Tijuana Kid, we're gonna call him.
The Tijuana Kid.
You can't. That one I can't get away with, remarkably. I can get away with everything else. You officially get the one I can't get away with. Moving forward. Racist, Miguel. Jesus Christ. Now I'm dad shaming Andrew. This is a great show. I'm fucking it today. June 23rd, Andrew Maloney takes on Joshua Franco. Okay, I get it. We've spent a lot of time on Maloney. Great, right? The Australian bullshit that he's got going on. Got the WBA title. And I'm sure as I'm saying all of this, Sam Navajero is writing a 16-page document on why I should pay attention to Andrew Maloney. I got to be honest. I don't really care.
Maloney rhymes with baloney. That's all I know about him right now.
By the way, Sam Navajero.
I just wrote that joke on the fly.
You did.
Look at that.
No, that's a dad joke. There's a difference, Andrew. There's bad jokes and dad jokes, right? Bad jokes are me trying to mix up the world and make everybody think, and apparently it comes out wrong half the time. A dad joke, shit, puns are in, man. Dad jokes are where it's at. In the co-main event, Christopher Diaz takes on Jason Sanchez. I'm going to go way out on a limb on Jason Sanchez, not really from Mexico with a first name of Jason. I could be completely wrong here, Miguel, on my understanding first names, but it's close to him being called Luke Sanchez, for God's sakes. Jason is the dude who has a tattoo and a motorcycle in high school. I mean, that's Jason. Jason's the dangerous kid. I mean, don't get me wrong.
The one that smokes. The kid that smokes.
Yeah, right. He smokes, right. He smokes out behind the building. Which I'm old enough to remember when you could smoke at high school, which is...
Oh, damn. That was a thing? Shit. Not to make you feel old, but damn, I don't know.
We had a smoking area. We had a smoking area.
What?
We just got asked to put them out in my era. They still didn't care. We didn't get trips to the office or anything like that. They just said put it out.
You realize that you came from the Bay Area, which is that white, like where a guy like me would die quickly at your school during high school. The minute I open up my mouth. How quick? I lost Andrew.
You're kind of breaking in and out right now. I heard you say something about you would die very quick, and that's probably true.
And then opening your mouth. That's all I heard.
Yeah, exactly.
No, what I was saying, Andrew, was on any given week, knowing the kind of crowd that went to your high school, how many fights am I in every week?
Not too many. You'd have been picked on, Lee.
No, I would have joined the wrestling team like I did at my
No, I don't even know if we had one.
You make friends with the heavyweight.
I don't even know if we had a wrestling team.
It's my career move. It's my career move. Talk shit, have big friends. By the way, go out and get Billy Wright's book. It's a great segue for Billy. John Jones is possibly considering making a move. All right, this is tied into another story that's a little further down. And I will bring it up in a minute because I said it first last week. And when apparently I say crazy shit that people write, that's crazy, Lee. Nobody's going to put Dillian White and Francis Ngannou together. And then it happens a week later. It's not like I have inside information. It's because it's so damn obvious to me. Let's go to John Jones. Let's start here. Why, John? Oh, why? Because you don't want to fight anybody in your real class anymore. John Jones is having none of Dana White's claims. The light heavyweight champion is exploring other options after failed negotiations with the company. Recently, John Jones demanded a massive fight between, what did he want? He wanted to move up and take on Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, and get like major payday.
Yeah, right. Unfortunately, the price was too high for the company, although Jones denies asking a huge price. White begs to differ.
How is the price too high? Isn't this two of the biggest stars the UFC has? I don't
It
understand
would
that.
be. It's Conor McGregor. It's a Conor McGregor
I
fight.
mean, I don't know.
No
Like, I
doubt.
don't know how true that is, though. Like, I want to see the numbers. I want to see what is he talking about. I want to see these texts because, I mean, I guess you'll mention it later on in the story. But I mean, Dana White's saying like, dude, I got the fucking text. I want to see what kind of numbers, fucking John Jones was asking.
Well, let's move forward to the Dana. That's illegal.
Whatever he was asking cannot be more than what the UFC generates on a pay-per-view night. So I don't understand why this.
Oh, that's not true
Yeah.
either.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
so
Well, it's not that they can't. I think it's just that they won't. They won't do that shit.
here's the
Why
first
exactly? I
thing
don't
that people don't get about all of this. First of all, these guys have baseline contracts, right? So they're getting paid not to work and train and be fighters. This isn't like boxing. Like you're not getting paid per your last fight. UFC contract people are getting paid a stipend in between fights to keep them on a hook. What else would keep fighters at the UFC, for God's sakes, right? So John Jones is literally, arguably, top 5, Miguel? Top 5 talent that you've got on the roster,
know.
right?
I'd say top 3 easily.
He's not interesting for him to fight Stipe. He's not interesting to fight for a title. He's beaten everybody at light heavyweight. Your biggest competitor is Daniel Cormier, who wants to keep going back and fighting at heavyweight because he wants to be the heavyweight champion because, bigger payday and a bigger, UFC Hall of Fame ring when you're done. But Jones is the kryptonite to DC. So you can't do that. We've seen it.
Well, I'm still looking for a fucking... Huh?
Well, here's the truth. It causes Jones to take cocaine in copious amounts and drive into shit. So we can't have that either. Like, whatever it is about DC, it makes this guy break out into cocaine for some reason. He remains cool. So
right now, I think the fight that every fan wants, including myself, is a rematch with Dominic Reyes. That fight was it leaned towards Reyes, in my opinion, and I'm not being biased by any stretch. But Jones just didn't do enough in that fight, and they definitely need a rematch. And Jones is like, I don't like to say that fighters duck other fighters if it's like, if there's a legitimate reason why they're not interested, I'll just leave it at that. But it totally looks like he's fucking ducking Reyes because they fought once and it was a tough ass fight. He eked out the decision, and everybody's clamoring for a fucking rematch, but he doesn't seem very interested in it. He much rather, in one of his tweets he talks about Israel Adesanya, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? I know that they're beefing with one another, but he's a fucking middleweight. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Wait, let me give a different perspective to both of you. If I am a man of the advanced stage of John Jones, and I am far more advanced in my age than he is, what is he, 38? I want to say he's in his late 30s, right?
I think mid-30s. I don't know if he's in the late 30s.
Okay, let's go with mid-30s. And it takes you just as much training to take on a tough light heavyweight as it does Francis Ngannou. And one pays you $1 million, and the other one pays you $5 million. It seems to me the logical choice is you take the Ngannou fight, even though you're going to get knocked out in 3 seconds, which, by the way, he is. But it would the fight with Francis Ngannou, and the entire world would watch that damn thing, for God's sakes. I mean, that's the reality. Which brings us to...
I thought they had a bigger market than I mean, even if he was asking for 20 million, I mean, this is John Jones. This was the face of the UFC. Yes, he has drug problems. That's why he's not as big as what he once was, but still one of the most well-known fighters in the octagon. I just don't see why Dana White has a problem with putting this fight on pay-per-view and making $100 million in a night. It's really strange.
What do you think, Miguel?
This is the industry that has thrived on putting the fights together that the people want to see. Well, I think those are two of the biggest names in the sport. Put them together.
I would totally be down for that. Like, I know, like, we know that such a small percentage of what the UFC makes actually makes it to the fighters, and that's how they become as fucking billionaires that they are now. It's just like the pennies make it to the fighters. So
really,
I mean,
you know what, Miguel? That brings up what happened last night. That was really sad how that dude started crying on TV, about his wages, man, about having to go to work on Monday.
Yeah,
never seen that before.
No contract. Contract's over. You want to be a John, like, people don't get it. The top tier of the UFC, they're getting paid by sponsors. They're getting paid by the UFC to sit around and wait until we make the next fight and shut up and like it. Like, it's not like that in any other, man-to-man sport. That's not the reality. Like, it's crazy to me because boxing is fight to fight. You're only as good as your last fight, and that's where you make your money, unless you own a gym or you're emptying spit buckets like Uriah Faber in our last story.
Another thing I thought was kind of weird last night was the fact that Cormier, I believe is what his name is, right? That's the guy that was interviewing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's fucking asking every winner if they're cool to go fighting again. Oh, you look like you didn't even get touched tonight. Do you want to fight tomorrow? Oh my God, it looks like you just didn't even take a beating. Are you good for next week? Like, what the fuck? They only have like 5 fighters in the UFC now? Why was he asking everybody that won if they wanted to fight again as fast as they could? And then everyone was saying, yeah. It sort of was like the dog fighting. The main event, that guy has already fought once in the quarantine. The kid that won, the Brazilian dude, he's already fought once in an empty arena. This is his second time fighting in the quarantine.
I completely agree. So that takes us to the story that I broke last week because I thought it was the most logical thing on the planet, and somehow it made its way all the way back to Eddie Hearn, who wasted no time in sitting down and trying to make Francis Ngannou versus Dillian Whyte, which I said, no-brainer. Eddie Hearn is looking to co-promote a boxing match with UFC President Dana White that would pit the interim WBC champ. Stop saying that. Just say boxer, all right? Just say boxer, Dillian Whyte, okay, please. It's embarrassing to call him the interim.
It is
WBC
embarrassing, yeah, that is.
Or the number one contender. I'm tired of every week I post stories for this show. Every week someone writes an article about Dillian Whyte getting shafted. Great.
He's been the WBC challenger so long, his family's probably even clowning him about that now. Yeah, they're like, you're no challenger. You've been the challenger for so long. Stop it.
I agree. Dillian Whyte against Francis Ngannou, the number one contender for the UFC heavyweight division. Which, by the way, here's the difference: Francis Ngannou will actually get a title shot at some point, unlike Dillian Whyte.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sad reality. Throughout the COVID-19, who wrote this? It's DAZN, and there's no name. It's a press release. Can't wait.
Of course.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, fighters have been busy on social media in an attempt to remain relevant and book the biggest fights possible once combat sports fully resume. That's a long sentence. Arguably, the biggest puncher in the UFC has been Punchy. Shut the fuck up, Bird. It's going to be a one and done, dude. Arguably, the biggest puncher in the UFC has been. Why didn't you guys send me a note that birds talk when you talk? I didn't.
I've never had a bird, so fuck if I know. I don't even have pets, bro. I mean, I do got a dog, but really my mom takes care of it. I mean, fuck that.
I don't know what the whole talking while I talk thing is. If I don't talk, right, then I talk. Right. Fucking bird. Arguably, the biggest puncher in the UFC has been openly campaigning to try his hand at boxing. Sure, why not? It's the only place he probably can get a fight. Because nobody wants to fight Francis Ngannou either. And Matchroom's Eddie Hearn is very interested in starting a crossover fight with that puncher. UFC heavyweight Francis Ngannou and interim WBC heavyweight champion Dillian Whyte. I thought maybe so this is just him talking out loud. He does listen to the show, Andrew. That's cute. Yeah. They said social media has been talking about it. No, I was. There was nobody else. Nobody even thought the thought. Nobody was thinking about this fight. I'm the only one who thought the thought. Did either of you guys who scour the web, before I said Ngannou Whyte, did you ever see it, Andrew? Anywhere?
No.
Even breathed about?
Is this for a boxing match or an MMA match?
Yes, boxing. No, boxing. Eddie's going to...
Wait, is this a boxing match? Are you sure?
Yeah. Here's what he's saying. So you've got a crossover fight. You've got an MMA fighter against a boxer in the ring. Then you've got a boxer fighting an MMA guy.
So it's both then.
Right? Because we talked about it. I mean, Dillian Whyte's got a background. He can go. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
They'll each win one. They'll have a rubber match, and they'll probably make $100 million for the rubber match.
Yeah, see, that's what's stupid. I don't want to get taken on a ride here. Can we just put it in the cage and get it over? Listen, Ngannou ain't doing a fucking thing in the ring. Can we get that dream out of our heads already? That guys that have never boxed before can all of a sudden fight with dudes that are professional boxers? Can we get the fucking dream out of our head? Now, a professional boxer can go into an MMA ring. Sorry, doesn't mean they're going to be successful, but it can happen. But a fucking MMA guy cannot go into a boxing ring. Get it out of your head. I mean, this is stupid. If we're going to do a cage, I'm all for it. If Ngannou's coming over here to get a payday in a boxing ring, please, I'll pass. I already seen that circus. McGregor versus Floyd. I've already seen it. I'll pass.
The flag is up, and away they go. On the first turn, it's Lapachet just taking off. He's screaming. He's screaming down the backstretch. He's ahead by 4 other horses. Oh, my God. 4 lengths, people. He's running away from it. And Eddie Hearn for the win.
I swear to God, I'm going to watch his highlights. His hands are going to be down. He's going to have like 2 minutes of just sitting on the fucking
Oh, yeah. Just swatting at flies. Fuck yeah, he's going to.
And truthfully here's the problem in the UFC. You have fat guys and you have Francis Ngannou. When Francis Ngannou got a hold of fat guys who actually know what they're doing, or big guys that know what they're doing, Ngannou does not know what to do on the ground. Like, he's all kinds of problems. However, his punch, man, that is a monster-ass punch. Like, that's a career ender. Shut up, fucking bird.
But you're totally right. And you know, with Eddie Hearn doing all of these fucking internet bullshit fights, I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to string us along for a 3-fight deal. I don't buy into it if this is a 2-fight thing, one in the cage and one in the ring. I hope Dillian White wouldn't sell out like that and do a 1-for-1 to get a 3rd fight. But who knows? I mean, fuck anything at this point. The guy's been fucking sitting on Deontay Wilder's list for what, 2 years now, 3 years, and hasn't said shit. So maybe he's not that much of a fighter himself.
Oh wait, Punchy. Okay, hold on, Punchy. I like Eddie Hearn, White said at a media event in Las Vegas, but I'm not interested in that. I'm not thinking about boxing anymore. I'm worried about the UFC business right now. What? You wanted to translate, Punchy? I totally do that as long as Eddie does all the work and I make half.
I know who was that? Dillian? Is that White?
Dana White. Yeah.
That's White's response. I'm not
out of
interested
boxing.
in it.
He's done with boxing.
I'm not doing boxing.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, shut up. I already own the world by doing 3 fights on ESPN and jamming as many commercials in as I can humanly get. I'm getting paid a shitload. I don't want to break it to anybody, but if you think that the UFC is hurting right now by doing these empty arena things with the costs all the way down, not having, I'm sure they were.
Come on, their fighters are crying on TV. No, they're not hurting, bro. Sorry, not when your fucking fighters crying on TV about having to go to work on Monday, Lee. Sorry, and this is not the first time. We've watched one of their stars go on their fucking podium and say he can't even afford a house. Okay, that was Nick Diaz. Now I know Nick Diaz can now. But yeah, that happened in their sport. So no, they are not hurting for money. When you talk about slave wages and dog fighting and prison fights, I look at the UFC. I'm sorry. There's just nothing more you can say about it. What those men do in the ring, in that cage, deserves a lot more than them exiting, going to a fucking microphone and crying about the money they just made doing it. That's sad.
Flag is up, and away they go. Andrew Lapachet on a big burst yet again, around the back corner, coming around the straight. It's a 1-horse race. He can't lose the race. It's all Andrew Lapachet on the back turn. Dana White by the win, and I quote Dana White, go somewhere else.
I did. No, I did. I didn't finish. I didn't watch. You guys, I tried. I can't do it. You know, until they put...
Dana's making $500,000 per minute commercial rate right now for ESPN.
I don't give a shit. It's just sad. Well, that's sad. If that's true, that's sad that his fighters are crying on TV while he's making... I mean, Don King used to be a piece of shit for that, and you glorify Dana White. It's really sad. It's got to be because it's Dana White. But, yeah, you do. You always glorify their platform, how they've made themselves.
Oh, yeah, no, that's brilliant.
It's by dog fighting. It's by getting guys in contracts they can't get out of, and you pay them fucking peanuts to what they're doing. That's nothing cool about that. Don King used to do that, and we hated him for it. So I don't like Dana White either. Seriously, what a fucking embarrassment. Your dude straight was dropping tears about his paycheck after he risked his life for your company. That's a fucking joke.
I'm going to officially say the coffee's kicked in at this point.
Blah, blah, blah.
By the way, shout out to hashtag MTK and their human rights trafficking as well.
Hey, at least they got it right. Don't be crying on TV, guys. Get your fucking green card and keep moving.
They're living a John Wick life where they've got to return like a gold coin after each fight just so they have a place to sleep in Oxnard. I mean, that's fucking hilarious. Like, that would be the funniest thing if it were true. Yes, Tekashi 6ix9ine made boxing news. Why? Because
what the fuck? What?
Are you ready for this? Tekashi 6ix9ine. By the way, does anybody know this? Because I saw it as a meme. Tekashi 6ix9ine gets what, a year, right? And rats out everyone and everything. And then they put up a Martha Stewart meme and go, this bitch gets 20, like what did she get? 10 years and didn't say a word and did her time like a champ. Right. What a bitch. So now he's punched his girlfriend during a boxing training session.
What the fuck?
Classy. Stay classy. Do we get the video on this or do we just, oh, he does. Oh, wait, she's wearing a pillow on her head.
With tape. She's taped a pillow to her fucking head and her body. What the fuck is this?
Oh my god! And what's he's got Venom gloves on. Oh my god!
Why is he wearing a vest? Why is he wearing like this fucking trash bag of a vest?
Look, oh, there's a video. Oh, help us all.
Oh man.
Yes. Let the party begin. Oh my god! And there's a hype man that you guys can't hear, who's talking in the background, holding the camera. With Rocky music. I wish you could hear the audio of how crazy.
What the fuck? I'm gonna look it up on my end. Shit.
He's yelling footwork, footwork. Oh, and then a headbutt, and then take her down into a big tray of toys. All right, Lord. Andrew, you're of the marrying ilk. How soon before Christina pops up with a gun and shoots you in the face?
You know, I'm gonna stay away from this one. No, it's bad. It's bad. You don't do that. We used to do it for fun. I won't lie. Maybe if they're playing, whatever. If they're playing, whatever. I won't lie. I made her put a pillow to her face one time. She's done it to me.
Are you kidding? No. I spar with my woman. Well, look, I roll with my woman when she's into it. And to be perfectly honest, if I came up a little too hard or catch her with an elbow, she smiles and I'm terrified. And I got to be honest, that's even worse than actually hitting a civilian. I mean, I got to be perfectly honest.
She's going to kill me.
I literally accidentally caught her with an elbow yesterday that actually hurt my elbow, and she just smiled about it and went, no big deal.
Oh, like, is that all you got?
Yeah. She got some kind of devilish look this morning where she was getting all furred up about, well, maybe we should just kick off the dust and put on the clothes and do a roll. I'm like, no, I'm afraid to lose. To be brutally honest, I'm not sure I want that. I might have said,
and it's really weird. His hair. So does he wear a wig? Because his hair seems to be black there and not the rainbow color that it usually is.
Come on, Andrew. You know this.
So is that a wig that he wears?
No, jail changes a man, Andrew. Apparently, jail changes you into a new hairstyle.
Well, yeah, it must, because he's been releasing a few videos, right? This is his like second or third video he's released in this month, and he had his hair the same color in his last video, and now this one it's a different color. I wonder
unless he dyed it black, unless he's naturally dark haired, right? I mean, I know that, but like that shit looks jet black.
Yeah, weird. Well, the process of changing his identity has started, I guess. Got tattoos off the face.
Witness protection program has begun.
Yeah.
And by the way, shout out to everyone who knows about not doing hashtags on Instagram at all. God bless you all. God bless you all.
Because I like how he has hashtag Gotti. He might get killed just for putting that hashtag in there.
Actually, let's get the hashtags correct. He got hashtag scumbag and scum correctly. Which really
those are good, but that Gotti one could get you in a body bag right there. Remember who was the rapper?
He didn't spell it correctly.
Tried to name himself Gotti, and he got a visit from the actual Gotti family.
No, he
Was
spelled
it-
it with
was it
an
Rick
O
Ross?
instead of an. No. He spelled it with an O instead of an A, which means it's the only hashtag of its kind, unless it's a clothing type and people are yelling at the radio.
No, I'm
or
talking about
your-
John Gotti.
I
Lee.
get that. That's
Oh.
GATTI for John Gotti. There could be a clothing type because he's got Fifi, Bebe on there. Like those, it could be a clothing thing that we're unaware of because we're all old and Miguel is just out of touch. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get probably an update from Sam Navajero explaining that Gotti with an O is a clothing brand and another 14-page report that I won't read next week. I mean,
John Gotti is spelled exactly how he has it spelled. What are you talking about?
GOTTI, it's GATTI for Gotti,
No,
isn't it?
John Gotti Jr. is Gotti.
Oh, well, there
John
you go.
Gotti.
Then never mind.
That's what I'm saying. Because Rick Ross tried this. Rick Ross tried
Okay.
it. What was he tried naming himself something when he first came out, and the Gottis actually got a hold of him. Said, if you don't start paying us for using Teflon Don, is that what they used to call him?
Oh shit, it's a good question. Let me look it up.
Ah, darn it, Miguel. I was throwing. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And he actually, yeah, that's stupid. You don't want to put anything. Yeah, you don't want to do
I
that.
don't know what I find worse: the people that follow Tekashi 6.
Renzel Teflon. Okay.
I'm literally reading the quotes, and I mean, outside of a few of them, bruh, you look, soft, and people are laughing and shit. Like, is anybody gonna say that, dude? You're punching your chick who's covered in pillows.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
not in that life. No.
There's actually a nice bro. Wow. Peter Perez Billions. Anyone want to bet on at Peter Perez Billions? He ain't got no billions ever.
No.
And he can't pay rent on Monday. I'm just going to go out on a limb.
Oh.
He's Section 8. He only pays 10% of what the rent is in that
Peter
neighborhood.
Perez, Section 8. Shout out
Damn,
to
I
Peter
was
Perez
so mad when
Billions.
I found out about that. Oh, man. All the rap songs I listened to were dudes are saying they paid their mama's rent. And I was like, man, that's so hard. I wish I could do that. And then I find out they only have to pay 10%. Motherfuck. I swear to God.
I have dated women, Andrew, who live in Hollywood, who make a considerable sum of money that actually stay in rent-controlled buildings just so that they can pay like $1,000 to live.
Hey, Lee, I had a friend who paid $125 and would brag about paying the rent. You can't brag about paying rent when it's not more than the electricity bill, damn it.
That's Chris Rock, right? I take care of my kids.
Yeah.
What do you want? A cookie? What do you want? A cookie? I mean, you're supposed to. Shout out to Peter Perez Billions, life having motherfucker. Did I say that white enough for you, Miguel?
Oh yeah.
No,
I was white enough. Yeah.
This kid is a dead man walking. I don't know what his end game is. I don't know why he's releasing these videos, basically throwing it in people's face. I think he kind of knows he's gonna die as soon as he hits the street, so he's in that kind of mentality where he's acting like he don't care, right? Knowing damn well he probably shits his pants every time he has to leave that front door. But no, it's not gonna be a good end. Like, if any of the criminal world, if any of their rumors or stories are true, Tekashi 69 is not going to have a good ending in this world. He's went against every rule there is, taking the stand, bragging about it, throwing it in their face on social media. His reasons for turning on his friends were pathetic too. They slept with his girlfriend, Lee. So, what was he supposed to do? I guess you rat out everyone when they sleep with your girlfriend.
Well, no, what you do is you cover her in pillows and box her. I mean,
it's the same
you
girl.
teach her lessons. No, this is pimp shit.
Yeah, we can't tell. She's got the pillow over her face.
This is straight up pimp shit, right? Like you're doing straight pimp shit. Like you're beating them with like books and shit, so you don't leave marks. You don't damage the merchandise. I mean, he's got to turn her out still.
He's got to be like Floyd and punch her in the back of the head, okay?
Yeah, right.
But doesn't leave a mark, and if it does, it'll cover it by the hair.
Damn it.
Joining us,
Mayweather in
Andrew,
here.
you're not going to believe this. Joining us by phone, Tekashi 69's girlfriend.
Oh, Clarissa, for fuck's sake. Haven't we had this talk already? Jeez.
That was just for you, Andrew. You feeling better about the show now? Now that
I'm
all the
feeling
jokes are
better.
All right, good.
Takashi 69, Jesus.
And shout out to Takashi 69, and
I like
once
how
again, shout out to Peter Perez #billions. Thank you for 20 minutes of content that literally every boxing fan and probably all the writers in the world are laughing their asses off to at this exact moment. God damn, what a fucking day. Like, is it really that, like, is life that hard for people? Like, they don't know that this is inappropriate? Like,
he fucked up, Lee. It seems like he was a studio, what you call a studio gangster, and then got caught up in some real life shit and basically just folded. And now his life's over. He's just a ticking time bomb now before it goes off. Like I said, if Takashi, if he is here, and I would say in 5 years, I'd be very surprised. That's how bad it is for this kid right now. Like, Lee, there's not a club this young man can go to in any urban city. There's really nowhere he can go without some youngster thinking they're going to get hell of cred for taking him out. And so that's the life he has in front of him now. The tattoos that he did on his face, I don't know how he's ever going to cover those. It's just not a bad. It's not a bad.
I mean, face tattoos in general are a bad idea, but on this guy, fuck.
Unless you're going to be,
on half
unless
of
you're
your
going to
face.
be a rock, right? Unless you're going to be a professional musician and a frontman at that, because generally the ones that all have face tattoos, you have no other job options. I can't even imagine what the rest of face tattoos. Or you're a fighter. I mean, maybe he's going into the business.
The only thing he can do is try to wait out that ankle bracelet and then disappear to some fucking country. I heard he got $10 million. It's very sad, but I heard he got paid already $10 million as soon as he got released for a few songs. So,
jeez,
he's got to save that $10 million. As soon as that bracelet comes off, he's got to go. He's got to get the hell out.
Is the world clamoring more for Adrian Broner at 10 million or Tekashi 69 at 10 million? What is the biggest travesty waste of money here?
I'm going to say Tekashi's probably more on the hit list than Adrian Broner right now. Yes, sir. I think, yeah, there's this guy. He fucked up big time. And then, like I said, he comes on his fucking Instagram and kind of like laughs in everybody's face. Just really
taunting people. That fucker's taunting like motherfuckers.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Moving forward, a real boxing match is what Mike Tyson's interested in. Boxing promoters are offering him $1 million for a pro return. Yeah, that's a little different than $1 million for an exhibition against, I don't know. Just spitballing here, Evander Holyfield. Heavyweight boxing legend Mike Tyson has received yet another offer for his highly anticipated return. Tyson sent fans into a frenzy when he said he'd be able to fight in the ring. Tyson retired back in 2005 after a devastating loss to Kevin McBride. I don't think it was devastating. I mean, we already knew Mike was
it was sad.
done.
I don't know if we call it devastating. It was certainly fucking sad to watch.
Within the 2000 era of Mike Tyson, he actually ate an ear. I mean, really. I mean,
he spit it out.
You've already got, what a nut. All right, Tyson retired back in 2005 after a devastating loss to Kevin McBride. However, by the way, how great did Kevin McBride's career turn out for taking out Mike Tyson, right? We're still talking about him to this day. However, with Iron Mike ready for a comeback, various promoters are offering the legend astronomical amounts of money. Why do I feel Mike wrote this himself?
Yeah, exactly. What is this fucking this guy from 1930? $1 million is not a big, large sum of money anymore. That's like what was that movie? I won $1 million.
No, he said $1 billion. Yeah, right, yeah. $1 million.
Everyone started laughing. Who is this? Panjaki? Who the fuck was that? Look at the guy who wrote this.
Yeah, no.
Pronounce that name. We need an Indian correspondent for that one.
I know the last name is Vinod. All right, I'll do the Vinod. But are you telling me you can outsource? Wait, hold on. I didn't know this. Are you telling me I can outsource to India to get sports writers? Like, this is a revelation to me at this moment of, we really need a real website here. Wait a minute. I could get writers from India to just go read other people's stories or just translate ours and turn it.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know. Chocolate and peanut butter. I mean, this is big, Andrew. This is up there with like finding out about good blowjobs. I mean, it's pretty substantial in my universe at this moment. And wow, I'm going to work on that on Monday. Veteran promoter Jimmy Birchfield, because we've talked about him so much on this show, he's offered a whole $1 million to Mike Tyson to fight an Italian named Giuseppe Angelo Cusamano. He's a giant, by the way. However, if Tyson does accept this fight, it would mark his return to the professional boxing circuit. Iron Mike revealed he'll be returning to take part in exhibition bouts for charity, but given Mike's experience and his insane physique and devastating power, it won't be a surprise to see him fight pro. Yeah, see, that's what happens. Should I translate this to Indian back to English and see what this article is really about? I feel like that's coming on this show thanks to whatever this dude's about. Wow. This dude's like some Croatian. Novak Giovanni. Really? Okay. Let's just stop right here. Mike Tyson is currently doing AEW and teasing a fight between him and Chris Jericho. I do not believe that Mike Tyson has any interest in giving his money to charity. It's going to be a portion of the proceeds, so he only has to have 3-round fights. But the reality is, this guy's not going to fight pro. He can't hack the pros. Andrew, reaction.
Yeah, no, I'm starting to think this was for his wrestling. And I thought this last week. This is now week 4 of doing the Tyson story. Hey Miguel, what wrestling show has he been doing recently?
AEW, yeah.
AEW. He's been on there twice or something like that since he started making these reports about coming back to boxing. Mm-hmm. So don't be surprised if once the wrestling thing's over, these stories of him coming back go away too. Very good. It got AEW some airtime out there in the media, and Mike's making some money. I don't think Mike Tyson's fighting professionally, and I kind of doubt that they're even going to do an exhibition fight. I don't know if he can actually take another defeat from Holyfield. So if I was Mike, I would stay away from that fight even at 53 years of age, and Holyfield's 57. And then they're doing it for real life. It's just a joke. I don't see it happening. I think this was for his wrestling gig.
Miguel?
I think the charity part, I think that part's legit. I don't think he is legitimately thinking about coming back as a pro. I do think that he's kind of doing this to get more notoriety to AEW. If you guys watched that clip, I did actually watch the last week's show. He came out with Henry Cejudo. He came out with Vitor Belfort. He came out with fucking Rashad Evans. And I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah, those guys came out as a former UFC. Yeah, and they came out, and I was like, "What the hell?" So they got this big old melee brawl in the ring with Jericho and his guys. I mean, it was entertaining as fuck because I dug it. But I mean, let's be real. I don't even think I don't think he's entertaining it just for the sake of his name being out there. But I don't think he's legitimately thinking about turning pro. Going back to pro, I should say. Maybe the what is it? The charity one, yeah.
Maybe they work a deal where if all those guys can get enough, what is the word going? Momentum for a pay-per-view, they would all get a percentage of the pay-per-view if they can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there could be something like that. But Mike's not fighting. And then anyone who wants to see Mike Tyson fight, go get the fucking interview from McBride in 2005, and it'll show you who Mike Tyson really is. It didn't change. He didn't wake up and go, "Oh, I feel 20 again." No, stop it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Kurt.
What the fuck? What are you doing back there, Lee? You sound like Ace Ventura with your fucking pet.
Not my microphone, man.
Well, no birds were harmed during the filming of this. For the record, PETA. For the record.
Bird's dead.
All right.
Andrew, send me a note, Andrew, midweek to go catch another bird for next week's show. We'll start all over. Please send in your name comments and your PETA request to @LeeHonish. Have a good day. All right, which takes us to the biggest question. Somebody actually went to the trouble of doing this, and it's a great way to end the show. Every top heavyweight contender in boxing has been ranked by Nick Sutherland of GiveMeSport.com. website even get traffic?
Yeah, give
It's
me
very
something. ClickonCom.
That's a real deal. No.
Yeah. Well, they were the ones that had that graphic of Wilder and all the fighters that he fought, right? Their
Yeah.
right, the rankings. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna call them credible. Let's just skip to their, all right, just get to it. Yeah, go. How'd you rank them? So the king in their mind currently is Tyson Fury. I guess I got to read the article. You guys just didn't do a full ranking. You did another one of your memes. I guess so. So at the top of their heap is Tyson Fury. Does anybody dispute that Tyson Fury is the man to beat in the heavyweight division at this moment?
Not at all. No.
Nope.
Okay. The uncrowned the WBC champion is the uncrowned, unified champion. And the unified champion, as we speak right now, is none other than Anthony Joshua, who has holes in his game and might be the most vulnerable man with a bunch of titles on him. I start with you, Andrew. Anthony Joshua, how impressive does he have to be in his next fight to actually look impressive?
He has to stay looking impressive. It's not just about one fight bringing him back. Andy Ruiz, it took a major upset losing to Andy Ruiz a year ago. So no, he's got a lot of building to do. This is not a one fight and we're back to being Lennox Lewis. No.
Okay, Miguel.
I think like he definitely like covered some of those holes when he fought Ruiz the second time. He knew that he didn't want to stand and bang with Ruiz, and he knew better. So he's like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna outbox him, which is why he came in way lighter. I think he's a smart guy. He knows better. He knows to learn new shit, and I think during this time off, he's learning a lot of new things. I think he's patching up a lot of holes that he has. I want to see him again, but like Andrew says, like we're gonna have to see the same fucking Joshua a few times for us to be like, okay, these are good habits that he's developing, and he is patching up these holes. Enough to beat Fury? I don't think so, but I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I wouldn't think. I would say Fury's gonna take it if they do end up fighting. But it's intriguing to see the quote unquote new Joshua and see how he does against someone like Fury.
In what they call their challenger category, they call it the challenger category. You've got. Right. Yeah, we still have to talk about Deontay Wilder till he loses a second time. I realize that all you Deontay tards out there, I don't know any. It's offensive to people that are mentally handicapped to call Deontay tards Deontay tards. Bleach drinkers. Can I call them bleach drinkers? Is that socially more acceptable for Deontay Wilder fans? Listen, you bleach drinkers, your guy's going to lose again because he's going to be stupid and take a fight between somebody. There's only 2 fights. And both of those fights he's going to lose. There is nothing inside of me that believes that Deontay Wilder can beat Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury at the top of the chain. Andrew, I start with you.
We know damn well he can't beat Tyson Fury. He's lost 17 rounds to Tyson Fury in 2 fights. It's very hard calling him a challenger right now for Tyson Fury. For Anthony Joshua, he is because we haven't seen it. Deontay, he's got a lot of building back to do from the rematch that he had. Like you said, Lee, I'm willing to give him one more shot because there's possibility he was injured in that rematch. But after that, he's on his way out. I mean, he's literally one step away from being on the bottom of this list on the way out. If he loses again, it's over for Deontay.
I completely agree. What about you, Miguel?
He is one loss away from like being like way down on that list there. I wouldn't mind seeing him with any one of those other guys there. I don't know. Like I think he's hoping, and this is why I was kind of like a little confused. I would have thought that maybe he would have been okay with stepping aside to see, Fury and Joshua, just in case Joshua wins, and then he'll get a crack at Joshua, and he'll basically get a chance at the the legit title by bypassing Fury a third time. But I mean, we can all agree it was a big fucking mistake going with this third fight right off the bat, not taking the 2-5 fight before then, or not trying to learn new shit. So, I mean, he's on the way down, and even if he wins the next fight against who, I guess we'll have to see. But he's the downward trajectory is underway.
The only other name mentioned in and around what they call their challenger class is the guy who's already looking to fight an MMA star to make any money. Dillian, don't call me the number 1 contender, White. What we covered it pretty heavily. Dillian White is the shaft in his ass. All right, just all of you listening who think that Dillian White has gotten more than he deserves. The shaft in Dillian White's ass is so big. To say that you could fit a cruise liner in it is kind of an understatement. Like, seriously, you literally could park a Hummer in his ass. He's been shafted so many times. Like, it's brutally difficult for me to consider that these guys put him in the challenger category unless they believe in Santa Claus. I'm going to say this right now. He's
like one of those porn stars that can swallow a 2-liter.
He can swallow a 2-liter. He can definitely swallow a 2-liter bottle. Here's the thing about Dillian White. There is nothing inside me that believes he's going to get a Tyson Fury fight, an Anthony Joshua fight. Well, we saw that. We saw how that turned out. A Deontay Wilder fight. Shit, I would be shocked if he got the next tier of talent and actually got an Adam Kalnaki fight. This dude is designed to fight scrubs and be called the number one contender till he retires from boxing. I start with you, Andrew.
Yeah, no, it's sad where Dillian White's career is right now. I don't know I don't know how to say it anymore. It's been two and a half years of us talking about this guy and not getting his shot at Deontay Wilder and him. And then, literally the racist comments that were said right in front of his face at a press conference last year from Barry Hearn. He didn't even, show any signs of being upset right then and there. So I don't know who Dillian White is, maybe Dillian just likes getting paid $1 million to hang around with Eddie Hearn and the other fellas. I really don't know. But I'm
telling you, we did the photo last week. If he's living on the property and working the back plantation in his spare time for his dad, there is nothing rational about that. He's been racially abused by his promoter's father. The shit that has gone on with Dillian White, the man has no balls. I really need a magnifying glass. I want to see him. I just toss him on the table. I got to see if you have balls. You've got nothing inside of you that looks like a man. You've taken so much shit. I would have gone and gotten a day job at this point. It's
Al Heyman would have done him a lot better, I believe.
Wow.
As much as I like shitting on Al, I think Al and the PBC would have done Dillian White a lot better than Eddie Hearn and Barry.
That is a monstrously hot take. Wow. Andrew with the hot take coming in hard on Dillian White. I don't think we'd ever put over Al Heyman ever on this show. Potential challengers. And here's the thing. All right, I'm going to try to be fair about this. I would have put Usyk further up because you've got a unified champion coming up to the heavyweight class.
That's right.
He has to be respected like a number one contender. They put him as a potential challenger, and in this category, you've got Alexander Usyk. Nobody wants to fight. Daniel Dubois. When's the last time he actually fought? Joe Joyce. Who knew he was still fighting?
No, and these are two rookies. These are all rookies.
I don't know how they ranked Adam
These guys
Kalnaki.
are green still.
I thought this article was written at the wrong period of time. Maybe they wrote it 6 months ago. But no, this article's from now. It's today. So why is Adam Kalnaki? He did lose his last fight, right? I did watch that on Fox, right? That actually occurred.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How is he in the I opened the floor to discussion. I think we all three agree until Usyk fights somebody at least at this level or up, we're not going to know anything about Alexander Usyk as a heavyweight. So he's kind of a non-factor, and nobody wants to be the guy who loses to him first. So he's probably going to fight the next tier down with Pulev, Hunter, Povetkin, Chisora, and Ortiz. That's the level of fight he needs to propel him. Dubois, Joyce, and Kalnaki. Was this piece written by the PBC or something? This is mind-boggling to me as potential challengers. I start with you, Andrew. Anybody in this category interest you besides Usyk?
Well, no, because the other two guys are very young. Green, like Miguel said, green still. We don't even know who they are as professionals. Adam Kalnaki's already been beat. Looked very one-dimensional in his defeat a few months ago. So, yeah, the potential challenger thing I don't understand. Usyk, I'm sorry, he's went to 3 separate countries and defeated the champions for the titles at the cruiserweight division. comes up to heavyweights and easily dismantles Tony Bellew. Not the biggest heavyweight, but still a heavyweight fighter himself. No, I would have had Usyk a little bit higher. I would have had him already as a challenger.
He's got to be in there with. He's got to be in there with White and Wilder.
Usyk versus Wilder is a made fight. People would buy that. Those tickets would be sold. So he is a challenger. Joyce or who? How do you say this other kid's name?
Daniel Dubois.
Dubois. You are not. He is not selling a ticket here in America with Deontay Wilder, but I believe Usyk would. They could take that fight right over there to Chicago and sell that bitch out.
Well, the reality, if Wilder gets his quote unquote, I need 10 million step aside money. All right, whatever. If I'm Bob, I'm actually debating $1 million for him to shut up and go away so he can fight Anthony Joshua with Tyson Fury. But then you're looking at like Daniel. Here's the thing: Adam Kalnaki gets the next shot at Wilder if Wilder is going to fight anybody in the United States.
Yep.
That's the most obvious fight for Deontay Wilder. And the most obvious way for Al Heyman to literally abuse Adam Kalnaki. Like, that literally would be the most PBC thing I've ever seen if they make
Fox,
Wilder. On Fox, yeah. Right. With the step-aside money, Andrew, he makes – I can get out the Steven Espinosa calculator, but way good money with the step-aside. I'll bet the step-aside money is more money than he would make if he actually fought Kalnaki.
Their last bluff card was pulled by Tyson Fury. That 10 million step aside money, that was a bluff by the Heyman Wilder team to try to get a significant amount of step aside money for him to not fight him for a third time. They did that to negotiate with it, right? You say 10, we're going to say, they're going to say 5, they're going to come back with 7, and they'll get a higher price than they would have just letting Bob Arum throw the first number out there, because Bob would have came low.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they did it. I think that immediately triggered Tyson Fury knowing, I got this man. This man don't want to see me a third time. And I think that's why Tyson immediately responded with, I would never give him 10 million. I'm going to give him another whooping in the ring. They wrong time, wrong game plan. Wilder should have went on the injury. He should have said his arm was hurt. I got to get surgery. I'm going to be out. I need a tune-up fight. All of that would have played way better than the route they went, and now they look foolish on the sideline, sort of begging Tyson Fury to give him a way out of this third fight.
Miguel?
I was looking at the potential challenger row there, and I mean, I definitely feel like Usyk belongs in the higher than that, I guess I can call it. But I think the only reason that they have Usyk there is because when he did fight Bellew, I think it was still at cruiserweight, and I think that's like the only reason I think I would have him there, because his first fight at heavyweight wasn't impressive, but he did win regardless. I would still much rather have him higher than that shit. The rest. Yeah, I think we've already agreed. They're pretty green. We already saw fucking Adam Kalinowski. Kalinowski. Get his ass handed to him on Fight.
There are a bunch of people in Chicago right now that don't listen to the show that are really pissed off at you for making Polish jokes.
Shit. Oh, jeez. Is that what's going on? Am I getting enemies in
I'm making sure
the Polish community?
Literally, I'm on a roll today, so I want to equally offend every single heritage I can do today.
Shit.
The next tier down, and I kind of agree with this, except for the Pulev thing. On the way out, Luis Ortiz, wasn't he out already? I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure you can squeeze a Kalinowski-Luis Ortiz fight out. That would be interesting. I'm sure you could bleed a Luis Ortiz, Alexander Usyk, for God's sake. I'd be into that. That's a fight. I'm down with that. Derek Chisora, I don't even know why we're still talking about him.
Which, by the way, Chisora himself is talking about taking a Bellator MMA fight as well. So, everybody at this point is just kind of like grasping at straws, because I have heard Chisora thinking about making a move to MMA as well.
Chisora's career as a heavyweight fighter is kind of done. He's been in with everyone. He's taken many defeats. He has great fights. He's a good heavyweight fighter, but his story here is kind of over with. It is a good move for him to go over to the UFC or Bellator. I would like to see it. He's not one of our best, but he's a decent top 10 contender moving over to the MMA.
And if I'm not mistaken, Bellator, they do put a lot of shows in the UK, so having a UK fighter, that'll work out fine for him, I think.
Alexander Povetkin. who we used to talk about all the time and rarely talk about anymore. They consider him on the way out. I still think Povetkin's a name. I think you can stick him in the ring with anybody in the upper tier. I mean, I don't want to see Dubois or Joyce. I got to be honest. But if you're talking Kaunaki and Yusk, or let these guys clear it out. Again, money in the bank. Let's put Ortiz, Chisora, Povetkin, Michael Hunter, and Kubrat Pulev all into the ring at the same time and put a contract over the ring and let them go for it. Like,
I mean, seriously, Pulev does not belong on the way out.
It's not fair to Pulev. Pulev's getting a shaft.
He has one loss.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and it was to what?
Vladimir? No, it's. I thought it was to Joshua, isn't it, Anthony?
Wait, hold on. Am I getting confused? I'm getting confused with the other one.
He only lost to the second-rated heavyweight in the world, and they're like, he's on his way out. But here, let's put Kawanaki, who lost to a fucking Viking. What is how do you say his name? Damn it, he's the Viking.
He was the Viking.
Oh, the Hellenius?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He loses to a guy that's not even fucking ranked, and you have him as a potential challenger?
This piece
I think there's some
PBC.
I think there's some PBC influence on this article.
You've heard of Disney magic? This is PBC magic.
Yeah, man.
When you really want the story to get out there, find the guys who did the meme that shit all over your fighters the last time, and go give them money to write an article about you. Shout out to GiveMeSport.com, where we can be bought. On their list of bad, Joseph Parker and Andy Ruiz. So sad. Andy Ruiz, this is such a shafty moment for Andy Ruiz. If you're being listed as bad next to Joseph Parker, who's been fighting for nearly 4 decades, as far as I can tell. Like, I'm pretty sure that if we go through boxing heavyweight fights historically, we're going to see that Andy Ruiz has been on a fight card for literally the past 40 years somewhere. But I could be wrong. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz. Bro, first of all, the videos. That's what puts you in the bad spot. Number 2, not training puts you in the second bad spot. Third spot, you got an outspoken trainer who said you didn't train and acted like a fat slob and a fool.
Oh, he got fired. And, that's why he said that. He's with Reynoso now, so we got to see who Andy Ruiz is going to be return. When he returns, we got to see who he is. He's with the Reynosos now with Canelo stable, so he is with some of the best trainers in the world right now.
All right. What about you, Miguel? Andy Ruiz.
Well, I have a soft spot for Andy, so I'm going to want to root for him. I'm like, all right, let's do this. I definitely don't agree with him releasing those fucking embarrassing ass videos. But I mean, he is with the Reynosos now. I think they're going to instill a little bit more discipline on him. I don't know how much of a difference it would have been if he just stayed with his fucking last trainer. But I mean,
actually showing up to work.
Yeah, exactly. Showing up to work. Exactly. Because I mean, we talked about this. I think the money got to his head, and his trainer is like telling him what the fuck to do, and he's like, "Don't tell me what to do. I just beat the heavyweight champ." You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, dude. So now, I mean, I kind of feel like he got rid of what was his name? Robles, I think it was.
Yeah.
Got rid of him, and I think he's too ashamed to go back to him now. After he got his ass handed to him, it's like I think he's just ashamed to go back to Robles. So he's like, well, let me go find somebody else. But it's going to be the same discipline as you're going to go to another coach. If you're going to go to a boxing coach, they're not going to be yes men. They're not going to let you do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're going to have to get disciplined. So I'm hoping the Reynosos, knock that into him.
Especially with somebody with as many high caliber fighters as Reynosos, right? They don't wait around. They're not going to be chasing Andy Ruiz down. Hey, why didn't you come to the gym today? Or you were scared. They move on. Yeah. Freddie Roach used to do the same thing. He'll move on from you, Chavez Jr., if you want to be lazy and not show up. So I see the same thing happening with them. They're way above Andy Ruiz. They're actually helping him out by bringing him in. Yeah, he's a heavyweight, makes big heavyweight money. They'll get a good purse off of it, but they're still helping him out by letting them come to their stable.
I'm getting a note in my ear from our executive producers. Andrew, your comment about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., am I getting this correct? He just set a personal best on this show, going 52 straight episodes of being mentioned about something bad.
Yeah. Yes. Whenever you want a bad example, you bring up Chavez Jr.'s name a lot. Drug use, drinking and driving, doing drugs while training.
Andrew, he breaks our previous title holder, who was 51 straight episodes of Adrian Broner.
Oh.
Well,
And
he fell off
actually
the planet for about a month, and there was nothing to talk to him about, so we had to stop talking about him. But there was no.
You guys didn't receive the text message I sent both of you of his sparring. Chavez released sparring footage this week.
Is it on our Facebook page? I'll end on it because it's always awesome.
I sent it to you, Lee, because it took me to Instagram, so I text you so you could do your whole little magic.
I'm gonna do my magic install here for a second already.
I will say about this article, I'm gonna stall here. I don't like, and Miguel, this is to you. I don't like the Parker Ruiz being both on the bad list. What's so bad about these guys? Am I not mistaken? They both only have one defeat each, right?
Yeah, I want to say it's like, because what Lee mentioned earlier was like, you're only as good as your last fight kind of deal. And right now, the last we have to base off fucking Ruiz, I don't remember fucking Parker's last defeat, to be honest. But Ruiz is, obviously didn't look good at all against fucking AJ. But it's just like, I think that's where they land, why they landed on this portion of the list, was because it's like they look bad in their last fucking losses. It's like, all right, but it's just one,
He looked bad. He got outboxed by the guy that was supposed to be the future of the heavyweight division. He still went 12 rounds with the man. So, it was a little give and take there. And then Joseph Parker, he has 2 defeats, one to Andy Ruiz.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He beat Ruiz.
He beat Ruiz. He won. As a matter of fact, the fight that I went to in Texas with Vargas and Garcia, he was on the undercard, and he looked okay. He did win, but he took some shots, and it looked like he kind of ran out of gas, honestly. So
and you're
even
right.
with that victory, it's like I don't know. He didn't look that good, but I think those are the only reasons why they're on this list. Because
wait a minute,
he's on a fucking 3-5 win streak, Yeah.
He got bit by a recluse spider.
Oh yeah,
he was in the bed for 9 months.
That too.
Yeah, man, cut him some break, you guys. We don't know if this guy could be Spider-Man next year. We don't know. We gotta give him one. You got to give him one fight. So you're just looking at bad. Joseph Parker's a former champ. He went 12 rounds with Anthony Joshua in a defeat. He beat a former champion, Andy Ruiz Jr. I don't know. Like, let's cut both of these guys some break here. I don't know. I don't see both of them being bad yet. Now, obviously they got to start winning, bringing in better competition, getting wins against them. But no, for me, I just have a problem with Pulev being on the way out, these two being on the bad list, but we got Adam Kalinowski on the potential challengers list. I keep going back to that.
Yeah.
Charles Martin and Dominic Breazeale.
That's the only thing I agree with right there. And both of those, they both fought Joshua and Wilder. I was gonna say those are both Wilder opponents, but nope, they fought them both. So
they're trash.
No,
I didn't have the video.
Okay, I guess we can all agree on that last one.
I didn't have the video. I looked.
It wasn't in your email.
No, it wasn't. Did you just resend it right now?
No, I didn't. I had sent it earlier this week. Let me see, because
No.
Twitter.com. Oh nope, that's Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
There's YouTube. Okay, no, let me see if let me see if I still have it. I'll send it to you real fast here.
Yes,
here it is.
So you sent it to me then? So you did send it to me then.
Hilarious. I went to my email page and got off. God, the last thing I want people to see is that I'm buying some.
Oh, yeah, from AdamandEve.com.
Shipped for one maximum 6'9" dick pump.
Penis pump.
Oh, they call them penis pumps. Oh.
Yeah, or so I'm told. So I'm told. I don't know.
Allegedly. All right, allegedly. Andrew has now sent it over to me, which means.
Oh, I'm gonna check this out. Oh, I want to see this so bad.
Here comes the next half hour of content, people. It's about to go down. All right, come on. It's on Instagram. All right, let's go to Instagram. Is it on Junior's page?
Oh, was it Junior that had? Maybe it was Junior that had the pillow wrapped around his head there against.
He certainly fights like Junior. For God's sake,
it's fucking good. That was a good.
Oh my God, it is Junior sparring.
Yay!
Oh, Eureka!
His sparring partner didn't even look like he broke a sweat. That's not good.
All right, let's start this off. 23,000 views. That's more than normal for him. I'm actually impressed. All right, bring it to us, kid. Bring it to us. Junior, not really doing much of anything. There's not. Why is he even wearing headgear? I mean, he's already dead in the head.
Who is he sparring with?
Someone who's not really trying to hit him, as you're gonna see. Notice.
Oh, that's the Pacheco kid. I just saw that name on the back of his shirt. Oh, what the fuck? All right.
Are they trying to find a better video angle to make Chavez look better? Because it's not working.
Yeah, they're like, and action. Don't do nothing.
Everybody with their cameras up.
Shit. Oh.
Why is he thinking about fighting more, Andrew? He really sucks. I started it over. Like this is brutally.
It's embarrassing. Are they really even sparring?
I don't know. They're in the ring and they're wearing sparring gear and they are throwing punches. So technically,
Chavez
it is sparring.
Chavez Jr. is acting like there's a point system being worked right now. He's like, don't get hit. Be real careful. Selective punching. I got a 12-round fight here I got to do.
I think I see him complaining about something. Shit. Oh.
His nose is already.
It's good when you spar and you work on your jab the whole round. That's very good.
I don't.
Is this hair blonde? Did I not? Where did I miss this?
Yes, sir.
Bleached his hair.
Looks like he's got black braids in it too, or some crazy bullshit like that.
The kid is seriously just pit-patting right there. He's a moving target. He's not a sparring partner. Little jab, flicking a jab at you.
This is awful.
Doesn't counter.
Why
throws
would
a jab back.
This is like the garage videos. Why would you post this stuff?
I have no idea.
Is he trying to tell us that he's back in the ring and that's
He's like, see, I'm doing something, guys. I'm doing something.
Wow, he posted this how many days ago and he only got 3 comments. You are just fucking killing it with 23,000 views. You literally have 3 comments. 3.
Interesting.
Wow.
So
I don't even.
Look at this is after sparring. Look at the kid. Doesn't even look like his hair got wet. You guys. Did you guys notice he wasn't throwing punches really at Chavez? I don't even think he knew what he was doing there. Chavez looks like he just got worked over.
Sparring with hashtag my cousin who's learning how to box. Oh my God, he actually did a menacing. Oh, look at you. You're so tough. Look at you, little guy.
Hey, look at this painting in the back. We got the Gotti Marquez painting. Wow, where's that at? Doesn't that's Gotti with the wings?
Yeah,
right?
And then Marquez on the side. Yeah,
it looks like Marquez too. Not even his father. He's like, fuck my dad.
I think that Gotti actually has wings right now instead of a couple
He's that's why Juan Manuel Marquez is my favorite fighter, Dad.
The guy making the murals is like, you want me to put your dad up here? It's like, no, fuck him.
Yeah.
All right.
No. I only take his money. Fuck him.
Yeah, and his last name.
Do anything? Oh, look at you, little guy. Isn't this how you feel when Junior comes up to you? You're like, oh, you're so cute. You're pretending to be a fighter.
It's like you're getting so big.
You're getting so big. Look at you, tough guy. Come on, let's go put on the pads.
Looks like he was on cocaine when
Does he literally look like he has like the Tong Po ropes on his left hand in that photo?
He does. The kickboxer. He's like on a glue some glass.
Kickboxer.
Yeah, the hand wrap. Yeah, he needs to iron it. Really.
Am I wrong that he's got like a wife beater outline? Like he's been wearing a wife beater around, and he got a little bit of sun, except on.
Damn, I know he's like whiter. Yeah, very light complected.
He looks like fucking Switch from like The Matrix.
Does anybody else realize that he's wearing a belly sweat around his stomach? That's a belly sweat belt. Literally for women. I actually lived with a person who owned the same belt, and you put hot sweat. It's a goo that you put on in there behind the neoprene belt so that when you go work out your flabby ass belly, it's supposed to excrete water. let's just examine the whole photo. I'm just all full of questions here. All right, first of all, there's a yoga mat and a couple of brooms on those chairs. All right, next question. When does that video come out where he's doing the lightsaber battle with the broomsticks on a yoga mat that he'll obviously be doing yoga on? Master, did he really put Master as one of the hashtags to boxing? So cute. Come on, Andrew. If Junior came up to you dressed like this, wouldn't you go, you're so cute. I'm taking a picture and putting it on Instagram. You're so cute. God damn, you're a cute kid. But you're not a boxer. You're just not there yet. Oh, look at
And it looks like his living room, right? Oh, look at the one flexing. There you go.
There you go. Why would you post that?
I was like, show grandma your muscles. Show grandma your muscles.
Oh. Show your
Yikes.
Theo. Show your Theo.
Look at what's playing on the TV. Is that porn? What's Bad Bunny? What does that mean? Oh, we got to look up what's Bad Bunny. Please. Look up what's Bad Bunny. I need to know if he's ordering porn while he's doing his workouts.
Bad Bunny is a musician. I'm pretty serious that what's going on there is a music selection.
All right. Damn it, the hell you took. Man, it would have been great if it was a porn.
I know. I'm just ruining all your fun. And seriously.
What's the one on top of it? Is that a musician too?
Oh, that's the name of the song.
Yeah, there it is. I see the little music symbol. You guys are right. All right. So what's the hidden refrigerator on the right side? What is that blue thing covering that refrigerator? Is that or is that a window?
That's for when Dad comes over, right? He doesn't want him to know that he's got a complete.
What the hell? What is that?
That could be the drug lab. I mean,
that's where I was leaning towards. I thought that's where the coke was being hidden.
All right, here we go. Let's go deep dive just for all of you. Let's enlarge the photo.
I love how he has the WBC belt still out too. He had that thing for a few days.
All right, just for you, Andrew. Oh, it's only listed as you can't take. Oh, Instagram, you little buggers. What do I have to do to make this thing larger? Well, it's not going to let me either. Look at you guys over at Instagram being smart, putting the right cookies in. When's the last time we did a deep dive? Oh, my God.
Yes. That's his
two
model. That's
different colored lenses. Hold on. First of all, 2 different colored lenses in his sunglasses. Yeah, that's happening. That's for real. One is purple, one is black. Hashtag boxing trainer now. He's diversifying at this point.
Well, look at him.
And he's also making his bicep bigger. That's sad. Look how he got his hand cocked under his bicep and he's pushing it out. What a dork. Oh, Mexico, but we like LA too. That's his cholo pose right there.
Yeah.
So give me the cholo.
Yeah, I need the street cred. I need all the street cred I can get right now.
He doesn't even throw his LA up right, you fucking moron, but whatever. Moving on.
Did we miss anything out of his greatness? Hey, remember my mom? My dad doesn't. Wait, can we entitle this? Hashtag remember my mom? My dad doesn't.
You're such a dick.
Oh,
His dad said, tell me her name again.
Yeah, right. What year was that, son? I was a little fucked up at that time.
He's got to explain what she was wearing on the night, is what you're saying?
This is the photo he pulled from this fight. Really. This is the photo you pulled from this fight to just post randomly 3 weeks ago. That's you're
what's the point of this? What the fuck is the point of this?
I guess that he has dance moves. Like it looks like he's like doing like.
Oh, he saw your video and he was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll show you dancing."
I'll show you dancing. I do it in the ring all the time.
He saw your video with the safety dance and he's like, "All right."
Seriously, I'm going to go back to it. He really has a very small dick. I mean, I'm just going to be brutally honest. These video. Well, look.
Is that why he's wearing black?
Look, if you're going to be a dick, and
I'm not.
Dude, I'm going to get out the Wonkastrator in a minute and explain everything wrong in this whole video, including that fat belt he's wearing, which is hilarious to. Oh,
he's even working out in it. Yes.
Oh, do we have a new video? All right, everybody calm down. All right, take a deep breath. Okay. All right. We're sure this is different than this is for sure different, right? Like, right? This is different than the safety dance over here to the right. This is all only 5. Are these new? Did we miss? Oh my God, you saint.
He's got a fucking poncho on.
This is new. It's new. Hold on. I got to get our music for him.
So his living room is the gym. I'm getting that from that
Yes.
vibe from all these videos.
Look, once again, Muhammad Ali in the background, not his father.
Not his pops. All right.
Well, yeah, he did a shout out to his dad on his mom's birthday, saying, "See, please remember."
This is such a bachelor pad. Does he really have a car model in his living room? Is that a car model I see on the right corner there by the TV?
Yeah. Some yellow Ferrari or some shit.
He's got and then
Alright.
the Eiffel Tower with the WBC belt again.
Oh, yeah. Did he move the WBC belt so it'll get like right in the picture's angle?
Yes, of
It's
course
like, hold on, take it from this angle. Let me move the belt.
Of course he did.
Yes.
Oh. With a sarape on. All right.
It's awesome.
He's tired. He's actually looking for someone to say stop.
So fucking stupid.
Oh, there he goes. So cute. He literally doesn't get old. Like, he is human highlight reel of stupid. Oh wait, hold on. Now I'm all full of questions from right here.
Oh, look, he needs a water break. Hey.
He gave himself a
already.
water break. Okay, hold on. Because you guys can't hear the music in the background. But there's a whole lot of questions I have here. And are they gonna let me? Oh, it's a flash video. All right. So Miguel, was that what's the thing with the ladybug dude with the
Or Chapulín Colorado?
tell me that isn't what's happening in the background? Tell me that's not happening in the background.
Oh, it is. That's well, actually, it's the actresses. It's another skit, but it's the same actresses. That's that.
Wow, what does that say about my TV viewing habits that I actually picked her out and tied it to that show? I did miss
I forget her
Sabado.
name. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Andrew, I'm going to get you turned on to Mexican television on, I'm just telling you, it's great. It's just great. Makes no sense at all. Doesn't even translate well. It's just phenomenal.
No, it doesn't.
Watch again when they come around. I'm saying it's a sketch. I think it's the real deal.
No, it is. It's the same actress. It's just I forget what the skit is. Yeah, there she is. Oh, and there he is. That's that Chispirito guy.
That's him, right?
Yeah. Oh, this fucker's watching Chispirito while he's fucking working out.
Can he try to be any more Mexican without being really a dude from LA? Any harder than he can be at this moment?
Oh, man.
First of all, he's got a picture of Ali who's underwater doing shadow boxing in water, which I can't even believe Chavez would consider for fear it might, I don't know, kill his killer
He's
hair
never
dye.
done it. He's never done it.
Wow.
It's called like Chompiras or something like that. I forget the name of the damn actor. Like the actor himself portrayed a lot of other roles in that same skit comedy show that he made. But yeah, that's definitely bad for sure.
Been harnessed with that one particular character for his entire adult life, and I'm sure it made him way too much money. And he probably thought this would have been over a long time ago. Like he aged into being an old man, still doing that sketch.
Yeah,
people
he did.
are now like old people pretending to be kids on the same show. The final seasons are magic. I mean, they're literally. You don't know about this show, Andrew. I mean, it's deep diveable for sure. They're literally when they started the show, they were younger, and they all pretend to be kids. Then the show stays on the air for I don't know 100 years, near as I can tell, and they're all old people trying to pretend to be kids or a giant ladybug with stuff. And they don't shave anymore. They look like they're being forced to do it. I mean, it's really kind of sketchy and kind of cool. But this is so magical. He's in California, and he's literally done as much Mexico authentic as he can. Like, where's the bottle of tequila? I mean, seriously, you've gone this far, bro. Where?
Yeah.
What? You can't go any further with the WBC belt. You got that show in the background. The music, by the way, you guys can't hear it, but it is very. It's borderline the chicken dance. I mean, it's pretty. It's definitely a party song.
And he's got that sarape on.
Oh my God. Andrew,
Yes.
please explain to me, why are we so fascinated with this car crash of a human being?
Oh, you are. I just like giving you joy, bringing you happiness.
Why would you show the Daniel Jacobs fight? Like, do you think that's your crowning moment?
Yeah, of all things, why the hell would you post that?
Maybe I missed it. Was the Daniel Jacob fights his coming out party or something? Like, why randomly 2 days ago did you pick the Daniel Jacobs fight?
Yeah, where his hair looks like a fucking raspado.
He lives in California. He takes the picture of the front end of his car. Like, oh my God, what is going on with you? Or is this the car you're dreaming about being able to buy someday? I don't know.
Oh, no, he definitely buys those cars. Made $6 million on the Jacobs fight, bro.
Where do I even go with this?
Is that a picture of himself?
Is that the show you guys are talking about? Did he put the hat on?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah,
he did. That is exactly the show.
So now you know that he doesn't watch that show, that was all staged for these photos to make him look more Mexican. I'm sorry, I don't have
why does he have everything? He has the fucking poster of himself. He's got the shorts and the gloves. This is what he wore when he fought fucking Daniel Jacobs?
Yeah.
Or am I tripping? It's like, why is he holding this in such high regard, this particular fight of all things?
The day he fractured his nose and quit.
Yeah, and got fucking like beer thrown at him as he left the fucking ring. I don't know. Why would that be
hashtag proud Mexican. What?
Proud.
Oh, jeez.
Unite under me, because I still own stuff from Mexico. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing with your life? Do you have nobody to talk to?
And then there's the bicep push. Let's look at the bicep push.
Oh,
I love that.
Oh my God.
Oh, the cholo.
Gosh.
And this is just too much.
I like that. Show grandma.
This guy is a gold mine of fucking material.
Yo, get it right. Oh, he's so big. He's getting so big, Andrew. I'm so proud of him. Little guy can almost throw a punch. Black
almost
and white
hurts too.
Not only that, he's got black and white grips. Like, he's just a fashion plate. Even.
And then, do you think that's a house or an apartment? Because why is his workbench in his living room / kitchen? I don't think that's a house.
Okay, listen. Yeah. Here's my next big question about this. When do we see the yoga video? Because I would pay big money to watch him on a yoga mat doing yoga moves. Big money. Like, serious. Like, that's the next pay-per-view that people would pay money for. And put that dick away. All right, put a cup, do something, bro. You really come off badly. You're not getting dates with that.
There's nothing there, but I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to.
Hashtag crowning achievement.
What you're trying to say is there's no snake in his pants, Lee.
There is no snake.
No, that's a turtle head. There's just a turtle there.
It's a turtle head. And it gets scared, apparently, when he works out.
Oh, man.
What is going on in your life, bro? You're fighting your cousin, and you're taking.
I swear, I know that kid doesn't even look like he put a workout. You know, look at his shirt. Did he even sweat? Go back. Under his arms isn't even. There's nothing there. He literally had to go run some laps after he was done sparring with Chavez.
Hey, there's that recurring thing. Hashtag Mexican power. Okay. I say this to all Hispanic listeners of the show. And I know there's a few of you. And I know I make a lot of jokes, but you guys can't get behind this guy. It's embarrassing for your entire
You're talking to Mexicans. Yeah, I don't think all Hispanics are behind him. You're talking to Mexicans.
No, just Mexicans for sure. Yeah.
No, Mexican Americans. I mean, look.
Well, that too.
Get behind De La Hoya again for no apparent reason. I'm down with that.
And you know what? To be honest with you, Lee, I think it is mostly Mexican Americans that are behind Chavez Jr. than there ever was actual Mexicans behind him. That is true.
Yeah, that sounds legit. Yeah, I think so.
You're talking the only time Chavez is being mentioned by boxing fans is in a parking lot after hours drinking tall boys in East LA. That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
That's the
he was never really connected out there.
There are no promoters out there having Chavez discussions about his next fight. No, it's a couple of guys in a parking lot after work who are drinking beer. Hey, did you see the latest Chavez video? No. Maybe Oscar does. You know, Oscar is legit Mexican American. He could get drunk enough in Pasadena that he'd have a conversation about him. Makes another reason for me to go to Pasadena and find Oscar and get that conversation. Hey, I came to talk to you about.
That should have happened. De La Hoya Chavez Jr. should have happened.
Here's a sight that he will never see in his career. Just saying out loud, unless you mean he's the guy laid out. But if
I think when he thinks about it, this is how he pictures himself fighting Triple G.
He thinks about thinking.
Yeah.
When he thinks, because he'd be thinking he could still win. That's what he's thinking.
It'll be a tough fight, but yeah, he can still win.
In about 8 rounds, he sees himself doing that to Triple G.
He's got the photo right with Triple G. It's just the other way around. It's literally going to be the other way around. Like, what an idiot. God damn it. You got a women's sweat belly ring on you, bro. You know why he's got that flipped over?
He has a pink lining. He has a pink jump rope. One time he was eating Cheerios in a pink underwear.
Yeah.
No,
there's a lot of pink going on in Chavez Jr.
The reason that belt is flipped over is because it's called something like woman's sweat. I'm not even joking about that. Like, it's got a real feminine name to that belt, and that's why he's got it flipped over in that picture.
You know those belong all to his wife. Those aren't even his. That jump rope's not his.
I can't even find photo reference that she's a real person in any of these shots. Like, I've gone through a lot of Chavez Jr. photos. There are no pictures of her ever anywhere under any Ugh.
Look, there it is. It's that one time.
That one time.
She's off to the corner.
She got pregnant. I'm just kidding.
Hashtag remember my mom? Daddy doesn't.
Okay. Has to show her that picture.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like,
could you imagine? Wait, you want to know what's even funnier? He probably sent an email to his dad with this picture. And he went, who's that?
She used to clean our house. That's Mom, Dad. Oh, okay. Yeah.
By the way, the only time I've ever heard anything close to that in my own personal life, I sent a photo of my daughter and me at Disneyland. My father has like partial Alzheimer's. Like he's like, who's that in the photo? I said, well, one of them's me and the other one's your granddaughter. How would I know that? Exactly. Same thing there with that photo. No doubt in my mind. That's my mom, the woman, you were married to her, I think, for a partial period of time before you started banging literally all of Culiacan, apparently. See, there it is. It's called Sweet Sweat. He actually.
You have it. Good job, Lee. Good job.
I'm gonna find that video if it had to exist.
He looks like you just did a line too. You did a bump right there. Yeah.
You wear the Sweet Sweat belt and you put on the Sweet Sweat cream under the belt.
Oh no.
And I swear to you, I actually went out with that person and lived with that person who won the Sweet Sweat belt, which tells you a lot about my life. Oh, look at you. You're so cute. God damn it. Just want to grab him and like bite him. He's so cute half the time. It's like owning.
Was this after the fight? Why does his face look swollen there too? Did he just wake up from a fucking nap? Why does his face look swollen in that last picture? Shit. Was that after the fight?
Oh, yes. After the rave, let's do some heavy bag work. Go ahead and hit play. We'll end the show on this one. Come on, Chavez. Come on.
I wish
where's the music?
What's happening in my headphones?
I guess these are the weakest punches. He's so on dope. Damn this kid. And he's got your fucking sweatband all the way up to his titties.
By the way, for those of you who didn't hear the music, because I'm sure there's some kind of voice cutout thing that keeps you from hearing what's happening in my headphones. The music is straight up rave music, Andrew. It literally is. I can't even joke about how much it's rave music.
Yeah, you can tell the kid's a raver.
Yeah, he's a raver. I mean, just by looking at his hair.
Yeah.
Shit.
And he's always on fucking ecstasy.
Yep, that's his drug of choice.
I'm not gonna. I got nothing. I got nothing. Like every time I think we're out of videos from this fool.
I know. No, And he almost looked like a lesbian in that last one. He was hitting the heavy bag. That sort of looked borderline San Francisco lesbian right there.
Andrew, you're not going to believe it. Joining us on the phone, Julio Cesar Chavez.
Look at that. I almost don't know if that's a guy or a girl. And with the bra.
Oh, just Clarissa. Damn it.
Clarissa might want to fight this.
Sneak your way. Yeah, exactly.
Clarissa might want
All
to
right,
challenge this.
let's be really honest. Let's be legit honest. Chavez Jr. versus Clarissa Shields.
I'm giving her a shot. At this moment, I'm giving her a shot to win, yes. She's way more dedicated to the sport than Chavez is. Look, does the bag even move? Let's see if the bag moves, you guys. We got a little bit of a rattle. He's rattling. Oh, that's Junior. I tell my son to punch like that right now. We're just learning the bag. That's all we're doing. Ay.
All right.
Ay, Junior. So cute.
I'm giving it to it, Dad.
So
giving
Cleaning it up, Dad.
Yeah.
Cleaning
What do you
it
think
up,
about me now, Dad? What do you think
Look,
about me
hey,
now?
do you guys
By the
think
way, Dad.
he's gonna punch a hole into this heavy bag? Did he even put a dent in it? Is there even a fucking bag's brand new? He's had it his whole life.
He just did it for the videos. He probably ordered it up.
His dad bought that for him a few years ago.
That barbecue
Never
doesn't
used
even
it.
look used. He's probably renting this place.
Look at the way the fucking bag is chained to the
It's
fucking
attached.
pole. It's like, no way is he hitting it hard. I mean, he's gonna tap it so it doesn't come off. What the fuck? Look at the way he has it.
Is that just hooped over the top without
It
anyone?
is. It is. It looks like he just made his fucking like noose like a thing and then just fucking hook it on the damn pole.
They have the hooks where it was attached somewhere at one point, but now they just brought it home and made a loop and put it over the pole.
It was just last minute. It's like, all right, let's record this video real quick. Let's just tape the shit together.
Hey, just go on that website and order one and get it up here, okay? Just like go get one from like the recycler or something.
Let's go get one on fucking offer up.
He's got weights on the front to hold the front end down. It's got a back brace.
And then hits it like a girl. Like a cupcake. I think even saying a girl's. Look at that. Just tapping. Just tapping.
Just getting that muscle memory back.
Yeah. Getting a feel for the bag, I guess is what he was doing.
There you go.
I don't want to hurt my hands. Stay home, people. I am and have for quite a while, actually. Sweet Sweat. God bless you for wearing a Sweet Sweat. You went.
And he doesn't care. Like Chavez just doesn't care.
No,
bro.
he did in the next whatever. He actually tried to cover up Sweet. All you wanted to see was sweat. That's what he was hoping for. Unless you actually knew a woman who had a Sweet Sweat belt with the Sweet Sweat belt sauce.
I'm gonna try the Sweet Sweat. Does it work?
Oh, well, let's go.
Oh, no, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go, bro.
Amazon.com, yo.
He could have bought it in yellow. He could have bought it in this color.
There is one for men. Fuck yeah.
See, that means his wife really did give him that.
Yeah, no doubt. He had to do it.
Unless he did purposely buy it in pink because he does like pink.
There are black ones. There are other colors. What are you doing, bro? Yeah, you got to put on the Sweet Sweat. You got to put on the Sweet Sweat goo, and put on. There it is, the Sweet Sweat.
Oh, there it is.
The waist trimmer.
They have like a lime green one that looks more masculine than that shit.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You can go in all different directions with it, but if you want to be just like hashtag what would JC do, I highly recommend the Sweet Sweat bundle at $55 at sportsresearch.com. You can get the pink one along with the Sweet Sweat sauce.
You can get the pink or the man one.
You can get it in any color you want, but I mean, if you really want to be just like JC, I mean, you really got to go full. Not to mention, he's got an old one too. It's definitely his wife because it would say waist trimmer underneath. And if you look closely, it does waist trimmer. It's kind of stretched out because his waist is so big, so cute. Actually covered up sweet. It's very funny, bro. Very fucking funny.
His wife got pissed off. She was wearing that. She's all, "Damn it, you stretched it out. Now I can't wear it."
I feel like she
This
bought
is the second one you've stretched out. What the fuck?
Wow, that is some hilarious stuff.
Wears
That'll
her
do it.
panties to it.
Yeah.
Everybody go to fightnetradio.com. Good show. Enjoy. You can watch the video. I'll chop up Chavez videos this week and add dance music to him or get his with the dance music, as I found out. they're equally as ridiculous. Tune in. We do shows whenever we generally feel like them, and I'm sure there'll be a bonus show this week.